What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great and blessed day. My day is going pretty good. Get out, enjoy your life, because tomorrow is not promised to anyone. Now, last month, I did a video about a man that lost half of his finger at a job I used to work at a long time ago. Now, that video is called Your Job Will Get Rid of You in a Heartbeat. If you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. It's doing pretty good right now. But I got a story that is way much more worse than that story. Way much more worse than that story. Finna get started with it right now. About 15 years ago, I knew a guy that worked for the city. This was a great guy. He went to work Monday through Friday. And sometimes he went to work on the weekend sometimes. It all depends on if they needed him to come to work or not. But the man was a hard worker. He worked for the city for a long time. And all of a sudden, the man gets fired. So once he got fired, he's now unemployed. So he's going around trying to figure out what kind of better job he can get now because he just lost his job with the city. So the man wound up going to a temp agency to get a job. And the temp agency can be very frustrating at times. Sometimes the temp agency can have you going from this job to that job to that job. Y'all know how it is out there. If anybody have ever worked at a temp agency, it's pretty frustrating and stressful working for a temp agency because sometimes you are just going all over the place trying to make some money. But this man was married and he also had 2 children that he had to take care of. So he had to do the best he could to make the ends meet. And his wife had a job also. Now, like I said earlier, this was a very hard working man. Times got real hard for this man. Times got so hard for this man that him and his wife wound up splitting up with each other because of their finances. I mean, things got real rocky in his life. So the man is by himself now, stressed out, with no job, and he's trying to do the best he can for himself now and also his children. Steady going to temp agencies, getting jobs, working for pennies on the dollar. But he still was hustling, trying to make ends meet. He did the best he could to make some money. So the man said, you know what? I'm going to go to school now because I see that it's hard out here trying to get a job. I was at this job for S amount of years, and now it's hard for me to go and find another job right now. So I would rather go to school. He did that. The man went to school, and that didn't work out at all. So he got word that a local tire plant in our area was hiring. They had a job fair. So the man got his resume together, and he went to the tire plant to see if he can go and get a job. Because this tire plant was paying a whole lot of money. I mean, some good money. I believe the man was going to be making about $35 an hour about 15 years ago. That's pretty good. Matter of fact, it's pretty good today in 2025. But the man went to the job fair, gave the people his information, and he kept on working at these temp agencies because he still needed some money. Time goes on, he receives a call from the tire plant. Now, y'all may be saying, what are you talking about? What is a tire plant? For instance, Goodyear, Cooper Tire. Those are tire plants. Firestone, tire plant. They make rubber and also they make tires. So this man wound up getting a job at a plant like that make rubber and also tires. Goodyear, Cooper Tire. So the man is happy now. He now has a good job again. It's been a while since he had a good job. He's happy to go to work. He's operating machinery. Now, this man began to act kind of crazy sometimes against his people. Matter of fact, he started talking crazy to his ex-wife. And he even started talking crazy about his children. The man was just he was just talking crazy because he got a new job now. He's on top now. He's not on the bottom. He's not doing bad, is what I'm trying to say. So the man is at work one day, doing his job, operating the machine, just having a good old time, happy to make some money. All of a sudden, the machine shuts down all of a sudden. And he's panicking, trying to figure out, why did this machine break down? So he goes to the machine and do a lockout, tag out and stuff like that, and go and look around the machine and, try to figure out what's going on. The machine pops right back on. He said, okay, let me take the lockout, tag out off, which was stupid. He took it off and he began to work again. The night is going pretty good. He's operating the machine pretty well and everything is going good. All of a sudden, the machine began to act up again. This time, he got his hands. Matter of fact, he got one of his hand caught in a conveyor belt. So y'all know what happened after that. It sucked his hand straight into that belt. The machine did. So the man panicked and he took his other hand and tried to grab his other hand out of that machine. When he did that, the machine sucked his other hand inside of that machine. So now the machine is just grinding his hands up, grinding it up. He's panicking and yelling and stuff like that. People trying to figure out what's going on. Somebody ran out of nowhere and came and shut the machine down. Now the man got both of his hands hung in the machine. They got him out of the machine. The man come out with nubs. The guy arms was ate up all the way up to here. Both his arms. He lost it all. So now the guy has no hands. So now you may be saying, man, what did he do after the machine sucked his hands in that machine? What did he do after he healed up? Did he sue? Yes, he did. The man sued the company for about maybe $200,000 with a slap in the face. So the man has no hands now. No forearms or hands. It's all gone. He's looking at his nubs and he's crying, trying to figure out what happened. What happened? So now he's up $200,000, which is chump change after that type of accident. The man is buying new vehicles even though he cannot drive it at the time. The man went broke, but he got a new vehicle. He went broke. When I seen this man, he was pulling buggies with his hooks at Walmart. When I seen him, I got spooked because I seen two hooks on both of his arms. I said, man, I didn't know you was working here, man. He said, yeah, man. That job did me dirty. They did me real dirty. Even my lawyer did me dirty. The job got lawyers and stuff like that to fight against me, but I wound up with $200,000 and they did me dirty. They treated me like I was nothing after that accident because they knew that I was trying to sue the company. The whole moral of this story is, people, if you ever think about breaking your back for a company, don't do it. Because they're going to let you go and put somebody else in your position. They don't care about you losing limbs or your life. If you lose limbs or your life, the company is going to continue to go on. Don't risk your life or your limbs for a job. Now, this man is walking around today with no forearms or hands. Only thing he has is a hook and dreams and memories. Have a good one and also have a blessed one. Until I see you all on another video, holla at you. And also, subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. Holla at you.